Shalom Israel. I'm want to do this tape because there's still a lot of lies going on about Hispanics and Native Americans not being Israelites. So hopefully this tape will solve that problem. We can put an end to this, because this is like Israelite 101. Of course, Native American and the Hispanic tribes in Puerto Rico and Guatemala and Dominican Republic are Israelites. That's easy. Here's the 12 tribes of Israel. Now I'm going to go here, and it says in 474 BC, the black Hebrew Israelite Jews that were living in the time of King Hosea, king of Israel, were taken captivity. See, in the Syrian captivity, we were taken captive. Alright, and they brought them to the kingdom of Assyria. The black Hebrew Israelites broke loose and went to Europe, China, Japan, and America, and different parts of the world. You can also read 2 Kings 17 and 6. 2nd Ezra and Apocrypha. That's when you get a good understanding of when the tribes left. And you go down to the 41st verse, and it says, "But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth unto a further country where never mankind dwelleth." Now over here, I'm going to show you that the land that they were talking about was called Arzareth, what today is called America. Now, they have found evidence that the so-called Negroes, which are the tribe of Judah, was here over America in parts of Canada and different parts of America before the so-called Native American. They were here way before, because the tribe of Judah, which are the so-called Negroes, is the oldest out of all the tribes. All the tribes started from the tribe of Judah. So that's where you get the Olmecs that came over to America. Those were the tribes of Judah, Negroes from the tribe of Judah, calling themselves Olmecs. Alright, now I can go here to Luke 21 and 4. And it says, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captives into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled." That's now. They tell you that all the nations are against us. Jeremiah 29 and 14. And it says, I will be found of you, saith the Lord, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all nations. There with that word again, all nations, and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith the Lord, and I will bring you again into the place whence I've caused you to be carried away. That goes back to 2nd Ezra. That was the Israelites that left the land of Israel and came over here to different parts of the America. Now, over here, these are the 18 nations that are recorded in the Bible. And you read Psalm 83rd chapter. This is King David talking to the Lord, saying, "Keep not silent, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies have made a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head." Now he's letting you know that the Lord has enemies, and these are the nations here. Go to Psalms 83rd chapter and go to 1 to 8. I said I'm going to go through this just to go to look. The tabernacles of Edom. Now what does that mean, the tabernacles of Edom? Now if you look here in the Bible, Edom is called Esau. But today you also have Esau living in France, Russia, and Greece, Germany, Spain, and Italy. And these of the Edomite groups are the ones that took over the nations of Israel and different islands in the Caribbean. Now let me go here and prove to you that Arzareth is America. Now it says Arzareth. The King James Version. "This is the land to which the 10 tribes were deported." 2nd Ezra 13 and 45. It is described as another land lying a year and a half's journey beyond the river, i.e. the Euphrates. It's probably answers to the Hebrews Arzareth and Josephus' time. The people were still believed to be there in countless numbers. I mean, even at Josephus' time in the Josephus was a black Israelite, and he even knew about the 10 tribes that left Israel and came over to which today is called America. Back then it was called Arzareth. He even knew, because you have a lot of Israelites saying that Native American and Hispanics aren't Israelites. That's not true. That's blasphemy. That's not true. Now it says this. More information on the name Arzareth. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses, until the time of restoration. That means until the Lord comes. Now it says Columbus, Christopher Columbus, identified America with this land. Even Christopher Columbus knew that America was called Arzareth. Now I go down here with more information. It says the Lord rooted them out of their land and cast them into another land, with this Arzareth as to this day. Letting you know that because of their disobedience, the Lord is the one who put the Puerto Ricans on the Puerto Rican islands and the Guatemalans there and Dominicans and so on. It was the Lord who sent them there. Alright, you can go over here to Acts 2, 5 and 11. And again, you can read, and there were staying in Jerusalem God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven. That's letting you know that all through the Bible, when you hear about different people from different countries and everything, there were Jews in those countries. So go read Acts 2 and go to 5 all the way to 11. You'll see that all the Jews were scattered in Rome, Mesopotamia, Judea, Egypt, all over. It was Israelites in all of these lands. In Acts 5, chapter 2, 5 to 11 will explain that whole deal with the Israelites in all these different lands, letting you know that it was all about the Israelites. Throughout the whole Bible, it's all about the Israelites. Now I'm gonna go here to one second. I'm gonna go over here and address this one, because you had an Israelite on here called I think it's Dina Diaz's channel, and it says watch this video or die, the myth of the lost tribes of Israel. So she was one of those Israelites saying that Hispanics, Native Americans aren't Israelites. That's not true. That's blasphemy. She put up a video here saying the blasphemy about the 12 tribes of Israel. And here I saw this, and it had talking about DNA and all this, and what she has an Edomite and an East Indian talking about the tribes of Israel. They're the ones set up by Esau to bring forth these lies. The truth is in the scriptures. Now she said over here, she says Arzareth does not mean another land. R means river in Chaldea, and it's in this one she said I think Saris means Mount. Saris, the valley of Mount. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It has nothing to do. Even Christopher Columbus knew America was called Arzareth. All right, let me go here to American Revolutionary blog here. It says Native Americans in the lost tribe of Israel. Okay, and let me go down to here, and it says Emmanuel Howitt, who had traveled extensively throughout the United States in the early part of the 19th century. The Native Americans had a certain intrigue that permeates his writings. Howitt thought not a deeply religious man had adopted the early opinion of William Penn. Even William Penn knew this, who believed that the Indians developed from the lost tribes of Israel. Even William Penn knew this, man. This one, the fervor over the possibility of American Indians being of Jewish descent was only furthered when Barbara Simon published the book The 10 Tribes of Israel, historically identified with the Aborigines of the Western Hemisphere. Native Americans, they know this, man. They're Israelites. It's time to wake up, man. Over here, Founding Fathers, they even knew it. Alexander Hamilton knew it. Andrew Jackson, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington. All of these cats knew the Native Americans were Israelites. Here's